All right, Sandra, thank you. Well, Alzheimer's disease is the most common type of dementia Americans suffer from. According to the CDC in 2020, as many as 5.8 million Americans were living with the disease. The number of people living with Alzheimer's has doubled every 5 years beyond the age of 65. The CDC says by 2060, the number of those suffering will triple to 14 million people. Last week, the FDA approved a new drug to treat Alzheimer's disease, and this is the first novel therapy approved for the disease since 2003. Joining me this morning to talk more about the approval is Dr. Jennifer Buchner. Thank you so much for being here at Jupiter Medical Center. We should mention, so I wanted that number there, by 2060, it's going to triple to 14 million people.
Exactly.
That's a scary statistic.
Very scary statistic. And the reality is we live in Palm Beach County. I think our numbers are probably even higher. We see a very large percentage of patients, and people are living longer than before.
So this new drug that was approved by the FDA last week, what does that mean for people who are suffering from this disease right now?
So I think this leads to so many more options in care. So first, this drug is thought to slow down progression potentially. And so the interest is not only in this drug, but what is to pave the way for Alzheimer's down the road. And I think it's actually a moment that we take pause and think about where we can intervene, because the reality is we can intervene much earlier than we thought. And there are so many other opportunities we have to care for patients than we did before.
So who can use this drug right now?
Yeah, so right now the drug basically is approved for people with either early dementia or something called mild cognitive impairment. What's really interesting is that a lot of people aren't familiar with what mild cognitive impairment is.
Yeah, what is that? Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, so what mild cognitive impairment is it's kind of that gray zone with normal aging and dementia. And so what I like to say is this is like the middle-aged golfer who doesn't remember his tee time, or your parents when they tell you the same story again and again. Sorry to my parents if they're watching. But these are actually kind of a hint that something potentially may happen down the road. And what we know is that in 5 years, 30% of people with mild cognitive impairment will go on to develop dementia. So these are actually the people we want to intervene on. And the reality is years ago, we didn't have that many ways. So many times I have people who come into the office and they say, well, why should I get evaluated? There's really nothing that you can do for me. And the reality is now with all this new testing, we can look at biomarkers in people's blood, biomarkers in your spinal fluid. We can do PET amyloid scans. We can do all of these things that then tell us your status. One of the newest things we even do is a saliva test, where we can look at all of your genes and tell you in your 30s and 40s what maybe your risk of dementia may be down the road.
And this is a way to just slow all of that down.
Yeah, slow all of that down, but the key is intervening. Like if you come into us when your family member is no longer able to tell you where they are or what year it is, there's not as much that we can do. And the thought is if we start intervening earlier, there's so much more that we can offer in the hopes to slow this down.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add before we let you go that you think is important information to get out for people?
If I could just leave here with the community having a great understanding of what mild cognitive impairment is, the reality is when you look at a study, really 1 in 5 people actually know what this is. And this is the point where we want to intervene. Again, we don't want you to wait until your family member is well beyond that. We want to intervene when it's early, and we have so many new tools that we can be helpful.
Such an important message. Thank you so much for
being
here, Doctor. And for more information on the FDA approval and Jupiter Medical Center, you can head to our website, WPBF.com, and search Alzheimer's